Hey everyone, this is Monarchy, and today we're going to talk about comparing builds from NGS and not Game of Thrones, sorry, Throne and Liberty. So as of now, as you could see, how we set up here in NGS is by equipping weapons and armor. The weapons, as you could see, has certain status, but it's non-efficient to the point that how the game is, state of the game, that is completely not complex enough. And as well, I would like to say it's too simple. As you could probably guess why. Before I talk about this, let's go to the enhancement table.
Alright, time to get
and how we get our equipment and materials and things like that. I may explain a little bit more, I may not, so don't kill the messenger. This is what I've experienced and went through, and I thought it's gonna be more of a experience and enjoyable experience. Let me explain. Going to the lab. Enhancing, you have limit breaking, adding augments, transferring augments, which they didn't do a good job because of these two augment transfers. It should have been all augment transfers, excuse me, not separating the two, because there should be that explain itself, all augment transfer, regardless if it's XE or EX, excuse me. So that should have been what we have here, should have been all transfer, because if you have the same weapon type, you should be able to transfer the same one how this works with EX weapon, and non-EX weapon should also do the same. That vice versa, what this can do, this should do, and many other weapons moving forward, like these guys. And beside what is on my inventory, all storage or whatever you have your weapon slots, it should be exactly the same, but it's not. And let me digress. You should be able to transfer any weapon. So going back here, you should be able to transfer any weapon to any other weapon that you want to, like let's say this and this, without the pass and without the
come back anytime you want to get stronger.
I guess that you could start doing it now. I can't recall. I might be, late to the party, but I know you could do this, and I will explain more down the road. We have unlock potential, preset skills. I don't know what this means. Multi-weaponing, and exchange augments. material. This is fine. This is fine, but I digress. The exchange enhancement materials, excuse me, should be in a different category. Why I say that, and let's see. Okay, yeah. So this all here should be one item lab. This enhancement character, because that's your focus on enhancement. Your enhancement, excuse me, to weapon and armor to armor, whatever. They put it all that into a small unit of this vendor. What they should have done with exchange enhancement material should be another vendor, which this pointless item shop stuff or staff should have been materials, items, consumables, things like that. That should be focused on this vendor here. Here is pretty much like Throne and Liberty. I want to say Game of Thrones for some reason. That this is your shop for players could help each other out and buy, sell, and trade. Here is different because the market is shit. I'll say that. And you guys all know how I feel about this market as a whole.
All right, time to get buff.
Yeah. So going to how, let's see, personal character info. If you, let's see, can I? No. As you could see here, it's focused on battle power. It's not focusing on level, which NGS made a mistake. Because I'm guessing they're trying to do refix their mistakes, but they're not doing a good job. Here's why. I would say exploration, zone or battle zone, whatever you want to call it. As of now, before I say any further, here in the zone, they have improved. I'm guessing they're trying to make up for what they haven't done. Hopefully these type of location will have ranks. And yes, it's an improvement, but they could have done better. Like world rank, it should be like, if they don't want to do, or if they're doing one place at a time, this is just one zone. And this is sectors. This is just a sector, because you only could do by 8 players. More than 8 players, like 32, they should all, NGS should focus of all of them and make it as world rank. So it will follow up on that rule of like the sectors, excuse me, that they will have a, instead of ranks, it would say world rank by 1 to whatever number that they wish to implement, till, you know, to keep us busy and entertained of all the new goodies. But if they're gonna do it one by one, you know, that's them. I would have done it differently. Yeah, so we got that taken care of. Because of how our HP, stamina, things like that. It's, yeah, I'm right. Because of HP and PP stamina, attack and defense, damage adjustment would be like critical, because now that follows up with floor potency. That is floor potency, and we have potency. It floor potency and potency does not make sense in the status window because you don't have it there. But weapon up, supposedly that's potency. Damage adjustment is floor potency. They could have added to it instead of saying it damage adjustment or weapons up. This is why this is so confusing of building up your character how you wanted to make it by DPS, critical, weak point, any builds that you want of class list. Because of the class list that we have different type of classes with different type of weapons. We get that, we know that you could make how you want to, a DPS, tank, support, healer, whatever. Of any of these classes you could do that, of whatever build that you want to play and what role you want. They failed of doing that. I hope throughout the future content they would improve on that idea and make it better. But let's go dive into Throne and Liberty, and I'll explain furthermore why Sega and NGS screwed up big time and why we may not see meta in this game. We have meta of any other sources and other things, but the problem is, as a whole, we create our character, we build our character up, and they just smash it together, and you know what, hey, here we go, have fun with it. This is pretty much just like a little kids game, E for everyone. It's in the game that they just put things together. Even little kids games, I don't want to put NGS in that category, but it's close enough. You could just do whatever the hell you want, button smash everything, which is fine. There's games that you could button smash everything. There's games that you have strategy. There's games that you have certain difficulties. I get that, fine. But in this case, NGS focus on so many things, and they diluted the game, what this game could have been. And by diluting everything, they're like, this is fine. This is another place fine. Like the economy system of the market system. They diluted and cut things and cutting corners that I want to say effed up, but they screw up the player shop. And they screwed up everything else that they adding other features into play, but as well as they're adding other bugs. They're not fixed. Well, they are fixing certain bugs, but they're not fixing the whole enchilada. Those type of bugs that from the past, it's starting to haunt them. As they're getting haunted, it's the game slowly depleting and being worthless, and the game loses the value. That's when players and content creators starting to notice. I've been preaching it for a very long time, pretty much day one. But it's not on my hands, it's on Sega's hands. So let's continue on and move on. Alright, going back to the video. Okay. This is Throne and Liberty. I'm level 26. If you could see on my left side of the screen above, where it has my character picture and my character name. So let's go and explore a little bit on this setup. Character info. See how this UI looks? It looks fresh, crisp, and well done. But there's little bugs here and there. Main weapon or this one, and sub weapon. So my main weapon as of now, I'm a bow user, as well a wand user. I'm pretty much a support healer role that can do a little bit more. As you could see here above where it says 0 and stats points, this is where Sega NGS screwed up big time, where you could see the menu screen of NGS, and if you're playing NGS, you could see how our status functions and things like that. Let me reset my status. This is without adding any status. This is how my points are, and that's how, like, the overview. You have your strength that does physical paralysis and provides strong defense, in addition to increase max health, health regen, max damage, and minimum damage. Dexterity serves as a source of nimbleness, increased quickness and critical attack, and additional to evasion and max damage. Wisdom serve as a source of mental powers. I guess mental powers or paralysis. I don't know. Brain fart right now. Sorry. Increase max mana. So mana is pretty much PP, and also stamina and mana regen. So increasing, generating your stamina back, and additional to cooldown abilities and max damage. Kind of sound familiar in NGS? It has the same thing that we have from strength, dexterity, wisdom, and whatever this is. Serve as the source of insight and awareness. Heighten awareness during battle, increases the accuracy of attack, and CC effect. So critical chance effect, if I'm not mistaken. The duration of buff and max damage and minimum damage. Excuse me. So hit chance, as you could see, hit chance and CC, I believe, is critical chance, critical, whatever I said, chance. I want to say critical tech, but it's CC. I don't know. Leave what CC means in the comics. Comment down below. But yeah, how I had this, I believe, um, here at 40. Oh, before I get my, you know, let's start here. So I believe I had it 15. So to increase main damage, base damage, melee defense, range defense, and health and regen health. So if you could see here, I'm going to put to 15. If I could recall how I did it. And this, I believe I'll leave it at 16. And let's go 20 right now for that one. And 17, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, wait. 15 here. Yeah, I think that sounds about right for me. For now, and apply, and I could keep on, I could keep on resetting, as you could see. In NGS, you cannot do that. And guess what? Rarity is important and involved in this game. As you could see, there is tech, range, the abilities of the weapon. Yeah, I need to figure those things out before I do anything else. So trials is pretty much a fixa. No. Yeah. There's 3, but all depending on your weapon. It could have 3, 4, if I'm not mistaken. It may be a little bit more, because there's some that has 2, but it's pretty much of the hidden potential. That's what I want to get into. It's like a hidden potential, the trial. What you can unlock, or you're discovering and unlocking. So that's what makes it kind of fun, in a way. And like how NGS had codex of a weapon, where you see critical hit chance and consume bonus damage, or construct bonus damage, regardless. That is pretty much the ability of the weapon, because in I believe codex, the ability of the weapon is giving you an extra shield. So EX augments, it's kind of similar as trials as well, what I've heard and noticed. So going back there, the armors, exactly same thing, how it works. But we have another extra feature, is accessory, where we could say it doesn't exist. Well, we could say it's kind of like EX, giving you an extra boost. Kind of like an NGS, the Mars system. The Mars system gives you an extra boost, an enhancement. this kind of the same applies. Gives you an enhancement or a boost of your character. But it could be many other things besides the Mars system. It could be like exactly the same thing as Fixa. We could say, because the Fixa, what it does, it gives you a boost, an enhancement on your weapon, or we could say battle power. Battle power doesn't apply here. It doesn't exist because you're still focusing on your level. How you could increase your damage and defeating certain monster is by rarity weapons, common and uncommon. And then you have your rarity and epic, that is purple. I don't think we don't have legendary as of now. And NGS, they're not focusing on as much as we have different star rarity. Star rarity doesn't mean shit in NGS. It's pretty much is data information. Here, rarity does exist and applies, and it can make it interesting as well as your character, how you build your character. So let's go to skills. Weapon skills, skill specialization. Brain fart, sorry. I'm thinking two things at once. My bad. Okay. On the weapon skill, it's pretty much your quick slots set. So I think in NGS it's gonna be something with a P that you could base skill, a basic weapon skill, your super weapon skill, and your ultimate weapon skill. And it's called something else, I forgot. I don't pay attention on that type of thing. So I'm thinking of it as Dragon Ball Z method. You have your base attack, you have your special attack, and you have your ultimate attack. This falls at the same category, as well as the NGS fall in the same thing. But here's pretty much your slots, and these are your tools of your defense skills, your active skills, and your passive skills. And I haven't unlocked the transcendent skill as of lately. I'm not there yet. I'm not at high of a level as of yet. I have achieved guardian skill, which I will explain in a little bit. So these are your move sets and how you could, before anything like that, this is how you could increase your weapon mastery, how you master your weapon. NGS doesn't have this. This is your pretty much your kind of think of it as a passive skill, but mastering your weapon from damage, recovery, and weakness, I want to say. So depending what you want to master from damage, recovery, and weakened, I want to say weakened, and so pretty much health. And this one is melee, so this is a recovery, melee, damage, so to speak, and this is your basic damage. How you could improvise and improve how much bonus damage, basic damage, and mana regen, your cooldown, wisdom, greedy, needy. So cooldown speed. So these are the branches that you have to play around with. And I don't know if you could reset it. That's the only thing I don't know. Because I know this cost Meseta, or aka gold. And I don't know the name of the currency, so I see gold coin, so gold coin it is. So that's how you improve your weapon mastery. And same goes with the bow or whatever weapon that you choose. Let's see. Let's just select the skill. So you can see other weapon skills by changing. Ooh, see, this is what NGS don't have. This helps you and guides you in multiple ways, as you don't need to figure out much for like the beginning of the game. You have to figure out how to use your weapon or what to invest and how things work and how, it's always how, what, when, how do you do this, why, and how. Here is they're giving you a template, and they're like, here we go, and we're gonna have a little tutorial that shows you what this is, what that does, and how you want to make it function. And each skills, you can see here, for an example, the basic skill. You could see what it does, what extra detail, and if you want to add the skill or skill growth, increase the power of your super attack. This is super basic skill attack. So, it's a great bargain. So, like I said, let's enhance. Let's enhance this one. Growth. So to increase it, leveling up, it's also by chance as well. And I have a chance that I can fill it and make it up to 3. Hold it. What do you know? I got that little smidge. But let's say if I want to increase it a little bit more. I didn't need to hold it. That's how far it giving me. And let's do one more, just for shits and giggles. There we go. And let's do one more time for you guys could see it's a chance and you're able to fail. Right now I haven't failed it. Let's do it one more time. Okay, haven't failed it. Cool. But I'm lucky as of now, as I'm recording. Let's try I need to upgrade this. Oops. Skill growth. Oh, this is fuck. I forgot. I'm using rarity books. I don't need to improve that one yet. This is still in green, so why not? It's pretty much, you know, the more you have to not hold it, the more books that you have to invest to get it to an upgrade. That's what I mean by chance. Till I'm able to, you know, hold it down. But even though this chance of increasing the skill, it's a little bit tedious, but it's fine. And see, you're like, just a smidge, damn it. Probably have 1 or 2 more books left. You know. There we go. I actually needed that. And I need to do that later. I don't do too much, but this is what it does and what you have to go through. In NGS, you don't have none of this. And that's why Throne in Liberty, it's a casual game. You can play it how and progress how you want to. And you take your time. So going to Codex. This is your main story missions. And you get rewards from it. And if you haven't complete all your story missions, then you could complete it later on. This is your subs I want to say submissions that side missions, excuse me. That these are your side missions, that what you need to progress and how you get into things like that. You could favorite, click on it. You could favorite here if I can do it. I forgot how. But anyways, you could favorite it, and when it's favored, it will look like here, because these are the ones that the side quests. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. The exploration is side quest, and when you see a purple star, it's favorited, and you're working on them. And these are what you're trying to collect and achieve, because I'm trying to see if I could collect all 32 and see if there's anything in value or important that because certain MMOs, once you're collecting things, once you reach the max of the collection, they give you something. So I want to see if this is the type of game that sorry about that noise, all the collection that you have done, you gain a special reward. That's my theory, hopefully. And oh yeah, I was gonna say my guardian. You have different type of guardians. This is my guardian skills. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 guardians. I have unlocked 2. You could read what it says or what their effects does. You could pause it whenever. But they have a little story, which if you like the story, you want to get into it, there it is. Oh yeah, we have day and night cycle. In the map, everything is PvE and also co-op. Um, this dungeon here, Abyss Dungeon, when you reach nighttime, the gate or the door closes. Once you're in a... Well, let me show you. Let's go as close as we can get. And we have fast travel, like an NGS, but they have too much. That made it simple and make people lazy. And before we go any further, see, you have certain areas. You have fast travel here. These stones, pillars that you want to call it, these are the pillars that you're able to fast travel. But you have all these empty spaces that you have to fly, run, pretty much travel, and you could swim. So as you can see, I can do a little quick zoom and how many empty space your little guy has to travel and discover all this, as well as I just discovered this today. And this is what Sega NGS are missing. And I'm doing my best to stay under 30 for if I want to travel to one point to another. Required cost completely free. But once I hit the threshold of 30, that's when traveling from that point where I am at, let's say if I want to travel here, that's how basic cost is going to be. It won't be free anymore. So even if I want to, oops, I need to take off that waypoint, the marker. So if I want to go here, that's how much it's gonna cost. Sega hasn't done anything like that, which is fine because they want to make it a little bit towards casual, for it won't bother, or you know, they don't want to bother you. So yeah, so going here, yeah, and I could morph as a dog, a wolf. This is an enemy that I have to kick ass for right now. There we go. Oh, fuck. Sorry for the F-bombs. I usually don't. I do my best not to say the F word. Here you go. This is the world dungeon, and if you could see on your right side of the map, right side of your screen above the mini map, there's going to be a sundial. As of now, I'm safe. There won't be PvP. Hopefully not. But when the sun is down, the gates closes. These are the gates. The door closes. There's PvP, and you're gonna get your ass handed, pretty much. And this is where my first world dungeon, I could collect gold coin. There you go. The difference between, since, say, I'm not a party with him, but once we like kill things, it's gonna be a party, which I don't mind. It's automatic party. Once the monster dies, we share the loot. But if you want to do it solo, then you find, a place that you do it on your own, that you don't, you want to get the most of the loot and the most of XP and not sharing it. But the bad thing of being solo player on here is that see how this guy is trying to take down that skeleton knight by himself. He would make less than a party will, and the shockwave will hurt you. If you're in a party or have a guild, so on and so forth, you could take down the monster faster, you earn currency faster. And if I want to be, good player, heal the people around me, as well as I heal myself. The green one is HP, the blue is mana, so stamina. And there are things you could find. This is one of the collectible. I just want to get out of there because I don't know when the gate's going to close. I know it's going to close when it's night. And if you can see here, it's kind of dark. So I don't know when it's night as of now. So probably is in dawn. It's going to, or sunset. It's going down. Let's see, where's the sun at? So right there. So the sun probably gonna go right about here in this location. Maybe that's where maybe nighttime it would be PvP. I don't know. Haven't tried that yet. But there's real world time. There is, I think. And let's go back where I was. And this is fantasy as well, but not anime fantasy. It's not as lewd how people has it. Probably you can, but it's the limitations. This is like medieval thing. This is my storage. I can increase my storage. I could increase my storage. It was 20 and I increased it to 70. So as of now, I'm fine. I could increase my inventory. I have reached my max cap. If I want to reach any further, I need Lucience to increase it further. So as of now, I'm stuck at 150 cap on my inventory, which I'm good right now. Because if you could see here, I only have 25. I want to know if the max cap on this one is 100. So like that, I have things to work with, things to set up and build. Going here, we in NGS we have Players Market. Here we have Auction House, and you can see there it's like a keyhole. I don't have that unlocked. I will unlock that when I reach 40. Weekly missions, I would unlock that when I'm 50. Arena, Arena, at level 50 as well. Those are the only 3 that I'm missing to unlock. Yeah, I don't want to dive in too much. The shop. Before the shop. Battle Pass. Battle Pass is pretty much similar as the Gold Pass in NGS. So you have Free Pass and you have Buy Premium Pass, which is understandable, and I get it, because I already reached 23, and let's see, how far does it go? 50. And this here is your progression, and I believe once you reach to 50, it will give you a new chart. I might be mistaken. I don't know. But I have, I guess, 30 days and 4 hours remaining. I don't know if this will change after that, but we'll see. And if you could see here, I have my daily, weekly, and always. And I'm able to claim a lot of things here. Going back to the shop. This is where whales or people that want to put in money to the game. And money to the game is Lucians. I think I'm saying it right. I may not. These are the goodies that you could gain or get, and the player shop, and as well as exchange ticket and server transfer ticket, and rename scroll. Up to this point is you want to put money to the game. That's, to each their own. And this is, I believe, free to play content that anybody gets. That you could get dye, you could get sewing thread, these guys, to increase your weapon, and as well as enhancement. Same shit. But you could earn those things in dungeons and raids. What Sega messed up. And NGS. So yeah, there's a lot of similarities and from other games as well. But this, to me, Throne and Liberty feels good. It's a little bit tedious. It's fine. As also, let's see, guild. You could donate, increase your guild level, like alliances and NGS, Sega. But the alliance is different. It's, they need improvement there, and as well as create a space. There's ranks, there's kill records, you have mail, party matchmaking, relationship. You could escape camera settings, disappeared UI, or yeah, if you want to do like photo or something that comes back. The settings is, you know, pretty much almost top of the line. Way better than NGS settings. It's horrible over there. There is info, privacy. I would say a little bit of both. Both of them has their flaws and pros, I should say. But the best feature here that NGS doesn't have is you have screen control and content. Okay. Here is color blind mode or color vision deficiency, which is it's in the game. Not you don't need to go to freaking third party or other type of sources to, if you have a disability, this will help. If a vision disability, I should say, this will make it the best time of your life. This will be your friend. If you have vision difficulty and you're colorblind, and there's different type of modes, and as well as you could fix it up how you want it that fits for you. Sega messed up on that. I believe every game should have this type of mode, but you know, to each their own. I guess the developers team and company. But so far this game is doing good, and I appreciate that from the company and the developers that did that for people with disability. And if you could see here, this is a wonderful sight to see. NGS has that as well, but they are lacking. They need to step it up. And that's all I would say, because I'm still discovering and finding out more information. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. See you guys next time. Peace out.